Well, welcome everyone. My name is Tammy Anderson Ward from the Energy Healing Conference, and I'm very excited today to bring on one of our longest time sponsors of the Energy Healing Conference. She has been at almost every single conference, either her or one of her team members, representing LumiCeuticals light therapy, which I have in my own home. I absolutely love the light therapy, and I've used it for many things personally. So I'm very excited to be able to bring her on today. She's going to be teaching just a little smidgen for those of you who are curious about it. Maybe you've been to one of our conferences and you've kind of seen the people in the zero gravity chairs with the teal colored blankets on them with something over their eyes. They just seem so relaxed. I've had many people over the years tell me, oh, I didn't know that that was a free opportunity at the conferences, and they have made those free since the beginning. 10 years ago, 104 conferences ago, as a matter of fact. So we are so grateful for their generosity and their kindness. That's just so sweet for them to be able to do that. And today we have Marta DeBerard. She's going to be speaking today and teaching us a little bit more. She is known as the Light Lady. She's a board certified quantum light energy coach. She has a passion for educating people about science-based and intuitively effective ways that light nourishes and informs the mind, body, and spirit. She's worked for more than 30 years in fitness, yoga, and nutrition education, and began focusing in on the exploration of using light therapy after some family experiences. One of them in particular that stood out to me was one with her dad. Hopefully she'll share that one a little bit. It was a remarkable experience where they had incredible health results. This was clear back in 2011, and she holds several patents for innovative harmonic light therapy products, and she's the lead educator at LumiCeuticals. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on Marta DeBerard. Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm just having a little fun over here with some light therapy pads. So I'm just thrilled to always be here with you, Tammy, and your conferences. We're excited about one coming up in Sandy, and we're going to be in the foyer there, and so we're really excited, having a big presence as one of the major sponsors, and we're going to be there on the VIP night. So when you have the VIPs, you can get free sessions. And we started out thinking, okay, we could charge for these, because usually these would be like between $40 and $80 for a session. But we just decided a long time ago that we wanted to offer them for free at your conference, to give people who made the effort and took the time and bought tickets and everything to come to your conference, that we would give them this 20-minute full experience of harmonic light therapy, because it's been so meaningful for us. So I love that you use these. You use them on your clients, right? For your foot zone therapy,
foot zone. Mm-hmm.
Your family, yourself,
myself, my dog.
Everybody. My dogs love it. My dogs love light therapy. We have these great little wands, and my dog loves the light wands. As a matter of fact, I'm laughing. I think we'll see if he comes in, because every time he hears me doing a Zoom, he wants to come in and kind of have this little conversation with me, and that's awesome. Part of it. But I love it. And so what if some of the things you've seen in working with like your clients and your family with the lights, and yourself personally?
Well, I could go on and on personally about it, but I will just share with you a few things. I was working at a day spa where I was doing foot zones, and the other people in the office liked them so much, they ended up getting them themselves, so when they're doing Reiki or other sort of modalities, they can also provide the light therapy in addition. So it makes a wonderful kind of a supplemental, right? It helps it to go further. I found that my own personal clients were able to achieve a greater amount of relaxation as they were there to kind of, take some time out for themselves. They wanted to be able to just relax and kind of check out for a little bit in a healthily way. And, when you provide the light therapy along with the foot zones, it sure makes a difference. So for myself, I've used it after I had an infection after a surgery, which was not mandatory have to kind of a surgery. It was something that I wanted to do, Right. And then I ended up getting having a really difficult time after, and including for weeks, couldn't really move very well. And so then I just felt guilty, and that's when I was actually able to get the lights, and that helped a lot. We use them for things like my husband's a UPS driver. He is, if you guys know UPS drivers, they're like working their butts off out in the sun. There's no air conditioning in their trucks. They're literally just like boom, boom, boom. They have so many seconds per stop. So it's high demand on your physical body. And the majority of the dudes at his hub, that are his age, that have been doing UPS as long as he has, they've had multiple surgeries on their shoulders and their knees, and we just take really good care of him between our hot tub and the light therapy and just regular maintenance. I feel like he's just been really good. He's not had to have some of those major reconstructive things happen. So, I mean, we could go on, but we just absolutely love them in our house. And I know you have an opportunity for people to try them at the conferences. We're so grateful. At the Sandy conference specifically, when they very first arrive at the registration table, you guys are going to be across from us over. So you'll have this beautiful private space right there at the registration area. So they can't miss them. People cannot miss you guys. You're right there. And it's going to be so exciting. Tell them what they do as they approach you. What can they expect? How do they sign up?
Yeah, right there we have, well, first of all, if you're a VIP, then come give them the night in that evening, because it's a really great thing to relax you. And that's an awesome thing. You can see us right there at the kind of the special VIP time. But then the next morning, come early, because we have a sign-up sheet. We learned the hard way. We used to have these long lines for our booth, and we didn't want people to miss out on all the great speakers and other things that they could do there. So what's going to happen is you're going to sign up for a time. You'll fill out just a quick little waiver, just so that we have your information and we know who's there and ready to come. And then you'll sign up for a 20-minute segment. And what's happening during that 20 minutes is really quite special, because we combine a lot of different therapies into one space. So what's happening? You are resting back, and you'll see these blue chairs, and you'll see people, and it looks like they just have something over their eyes. And honestly, you'll see how relaxed they look. And this is the main thing. We even have vendors who are across the way with us, that they're like, after like midday, they're like, okay, what is going on over here? Because these people are so relaxed, and they look so like happy when they get done. And what's going on? Because all you're going to kind of see is someone with an eye mask resting back in a chair, and they have a headset on, right? But that's not the only thing they have on. They also have other pads underneath these nice cozy blankets. We have green and near infrared light therapy. We have red light therapy. We have blue light therapy, because we believe in working with all of the chakras, all of the energy of the full spectrum of light, especially the visible to near visible spectrum, because they each have a role. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about the different colors and what they represent, because each of those things are important to us. So you're going to have something usually on their gut. Think about gut health and how it connects to your brain. You have something on their adrenals. I mean, adrenal fatigue is a big deal. A lot of problems come from, all that adrenaline, that cortisol, that stress response. So our main goal in that 20 minutes is just to take you in a vacation away from the stress, and give your body at the same time this amazing nutrients of light, because you are like a plant. You actually do take in light into your field, into your skin, through your eyes. And when you're doing that, it's really impacting your whole physiology. So your mind, body, and spirit are dramatically impacted. Then that light is also pulsing. Sometimes you can see it. Sometimes you can't. If you look on this, sometimes you can see the pulsation. Let me see.
I know, sometimes I have to like blink my eyes really fast so that I
Yeah.
can see it. And I'm like,
but you can see it usually, and red usually shows up really well with that, but it depends on how fast we're going. But usually you can see pulsation happening. Let's see, it's too bright in my office.
Yeah.
But you can see pulsation happening at the same time. Well, pulsation, here, I'll give you one where you can really see it. And then you guys can say, wow, that is definitely pulsing. Anyway, we are pulsing the light at different harmonic frequencies. So this is an obvious pulse, right? But even as this changes, this is something that while it's on your body is resonating, especially the near infrared light that we have in every pad. It's a deep penetrating light, and that light is impacting your cellular water. So now you can see, even though this isn't visibly pulsing here, you can see the movement, right?
Yeah.
So that movement, this is like 63 pulses per second. This is also a pulsation, like it's almost like a sound bath into the body being sent in with light. And that pulsation is resonating with the cellular water, which you're predominantly water. And it's really helping to restructure and revitalize that tissue. So we're giving you color, because we have all these lovely color things. We're giving you light, which as a nutrient, and we're giving you this pulsation all at the same time. And the pulsation, the frequencies are very calibrated. I'm going to share with you a few of them here today of what we offer.
Well, I'm going to jump off so people can see your screen a little bit bigger, because I know you have some more things. This is going to be awesome. Yeah. Before I do jump off, though, I want to tell them about your Power of Light VIP group. Can you just mention that briefly, and then I'll let you go ahead and continue?
Yeah, because you'll find that I love to share a lot of information. I'm teaching 2 classes at the conference, and I love to share and empower people, because people are more and more aware of red light therapy, but they're not as aware maybe of green light, or maybe they've heard about red light therapy and they're not sure exactly how it works. They're not sure about blue light. How does this work? So a great place to learn more is our Power of Light VIP group. Every Tuesday night, I do a really educational webinar, and we actually post not only the announcement of that webinar, but also the recordings by topic there at Power of Light VIP. So Power of Light VIP is a Facebook group. It's a private group for people who have come to us through Tammy's conferences, or through friends, or through just really interested in knowing more. And we try to give as much empowering information there as possible. It's a place to ask us questions. It's a place to learn more. And it's a place to get some specials. We love offering special prices at Tammy's conferences. We have some nice specials there. And even here today, you can get some specials off of our trial, which is like a 14-day trial, which is amazing, to do it in your home. And that special right now is Shine More in 2024. So I'm going to put that right here in the chat, and Tammy can share that with you. But this is one of the promo codes from our website where you can learn more. So and receive $50 off. So $50 coupon right there. And Shine More in 2024 is the promo code for that. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit more about kind of light and how this works. And I guess I can share my screen, and I guess that if I just share it, Tammy, will it share it with everyone else? I'm not sure what the button is for that.
Yeah, go ahead and just click share screen.
Don't see it. There's one of my little options down here.
Oh, you
don't? Oh yeah, present. I see it. It says present.
Okay, yeah, that's where it is.
All right. So I'll share a little bit more about that. I want to show you some things. I mentioned the pulsation and the light. So we're talking about pads of light. Why I love a pad. The influence of light is very much how close you are. So proximity of light, quality of light that's coming from the diode. So light emitting diodes are a really wonderful tool to work with, because they kind of came out of the laser industry that we learned about how you can almost like a little mini semiconductor that's taking mineral components and using it to deliver light that your body recognizes as light that you would get from the sun. So in other words, it has a direct physiology effect. Your body recognizes this light, and you actually have some really amazing receptors of light throughout your body. You have them in your eyes. We have opsins and different light sensitive molecules in the eyes. So this is why most of our light information actually comes in through the eyes. And it's interesting, in light therapy, a lot of times people will put on glasses, or they'll be afraid of light in the eyes. But we work with healthy light sources, and you'll have, just a Kleenex to kind of keep you clean, but you'll be surprised how much impact light has as it enters into the brain. It's because this retinal pathway is one of the direct lines into your key brain glands. your pineal, your hypothalamus, your pituitary, and then thus all the other critical endocrine glands, your thyroid, your adrenals, your pancreas, your reproductive organs. These are all working in concert with one another, and light in through the eyes is really a big factor there. So we work with it directly. You close the eyes, you receive it over your eyes, but you'd be very surprised at how much this changes your nervous system response. And one of my favorite awarenesses to give people is that when we talk about healing and your innate capacity to heal, we are talking about your ability to regenerate, thrive, come back into balance. And it's amazing that we all have this God-given ability. However, we need to be in a relaxed state, or what's called parasympathetic dominance. We have to be in a relaxed state in order to utilize this innate capacity. So in other words, the body only heals when it's in a relaxed state. So when we offer this 20 minutes of relaxation to everyone that comes to that conference, that everyone who can fit into our chairs, which is usually around 100 people a day is about how many we can fit in. So if when we offer that, we are literally helping you change your gene expression. Because now you have the ability to turn off inflammatory genes, to turn on metabolism, healthy genes, to turn on protective DNA genes, because you've taken this time to relax. And a lot of people, that's a big challenge for them. You know, we find ways to either feel guilty or too busy or not able to meditate or not able to relax. We go through all these hoops, but that deep relaxation is something that a lot of people, they don't even sleep that well to get it. So we find that giving you that gift at the conference, but also every single light session that we offer, in my experience, gives somebody that gift. It gives them the gift of deep relaxation while you're nourishing the body with these healing frequencies and this nutritive light. And the response of that is amazing in the body. It's really, truly an amazing thing. So we love giving this at the conference, and then we love offering this for something that someone can use from a practitioner, like if it's doing if it's zone therapy or Reiki, but also one of my favorite ways to receive this is to use it every day in your home. So, we have some people that we've been working with, like you said, since 2011. Well, that whole thing started because my dad had an issue with circulation. So he needed something to help his circulation in his legs get better. He was having some blood clotting in the leg, below his calf, and he was, as a result, the inflammation was so big that he was also having wounds that were opening up in the skin. And when you have wounds, you have risk for infection, right? So on 11/11 of 2011, my mother made the decision to trust a friend who had told her about this new technology she was working with, and to get some pads of light that he could apply right to that area. So the proximity of light deepens the effect. If I'm farther away here from this light, you can see a little bit on my body, right? But when I get really close, you can see that there's a lot more of an effect. And what's happening here is it's actually penetrating deeper into my body, into my skin, into even near infrared will penetrate even to deep brain and into bone and hard muscle mass. So when I'm able to place a pad of light right on me, I'm getting a lot more of an effect than something that would be like just in the room. Not that that wouldn't be great. You can impact the room with light, but when you're able to put it close to the body, and then you're able to give yourself deep relaxation at the same time, you're able to really maximize the healing capacity that light offers the body. So that's why we love these pads, and why we love giving someone the relaxation, and why we give you the full 20 minutes and we don't just rush you through. I'm sure we could give everyone at the conference, a 5-minute experience of the lights, but that wouldn't be the same physiological experience, because that 20 minutes is actually well documented in research that actually changes that gene expression. So that's what we're going for. And we would love to see everyone being able to do this every day. The world would be such a happier and healthier place if everyone was taking that 20 minutes to be in healthy light and frequency and color for 20 minutes every day. It's just profound. And I've been doing that every day since then. So this has been almost 14 years of working with light therapy on a daily basis for myself, for my family, my friends, and our light owner community. So this is what we share. And a lot of our light owner community has come from Tammy's conferences. So we love being there. So let's talk a little bit more about how all that works. When you see somebody laying there, that's why they look so deeply relaxed. It's like the light is speaking to all of these amazing molecules in the body that are light receptors. So you are designed to receive light. Let's talk about that a little bit. And I'll share a little slides about, share this and see if it gives me my screen thing. Okay. All right. Let's see where it would go when I share my screen and see what it gives me. Maybe it'll give me this. I'm not sure. Okay. Can everyone see that? Hopefully. All right.
It doesn't seem to be on just yet, but I'm waiting for it to send me some sort of an approval or something.
Right. So if you can't, that's okay. So let's think about the fact that you are receiving all this light from the sun, right? And the sun is a great place to get this light. And don't get me wrong, I love it. But we also know that if we try to get optimal amounts of light from the sun, we're also going to get some of the other wavelengths of light from the sun that are harder on our body, that are more damaging, right? So what we're going to experience is aging. We're going to see freckles and age spots, and we have risk for even abnormal cell growth, cancers, from spending too much time in too much intensity of the sun. So in certain environments like we have here in the Northern Hemisphere, getting all that we need from the sun proves to be challenging. I still advocate, and I teach in my classes, you want to go in the morning, and get some sun before 9 o'clock. It's great to be out there at that time. That's when I do my morning yoga in my yard. It's great to take a little break in the middle of the day and get 20 minutes of sun as you're walking in your lunch. And it's great to finish your day seeing the sunset and then turning off all your lights in your bedroom and all of your Wi-Fi and EMF things in your bedroom, right? Those are great tools for anyone to follow. We're adding light therapy because we know that the environment for most people, given our work schedules, given our busy lives, is that we need to supplement those healthy times with additional light. And if we want to have optimal vitality, that's just my experience. Tammy, are you seeing this yet? Because all I see
is anything yet.
Okay. Sorry. So that's okay. So maybe we won't worry about that. Let's just not. I can talk without it.
Okay, no problem.
I'll just get out of here. We're good. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. All right. So when we have this experience and we kind of recognize what our body's physiology is doing, remember I talked about the three main areas that you're a light receiver. Okay. Your eyes, your skin, and your field, right? Just your overall field of light. So we work with all three of those areas. The big one, as I mentioned, is the eyes. Now, the eye is an interesting thing. So much of we put sunglasses on, we worry about our eyes, and definitely UV, exposure can harm the eye and cause challenges in terms of aging, and also screen time can cause challenges in terms of an aging eye. The response for that is also light, just in the right form. So that's some of the things I teach in the class. But so where blue-violet staring at a blue-violet screen can cause some retinal damage over time, and you see more advances of what's called age-related or stress-related macular degeneration and retinal stress, where that can harm it. We can actually reverse that. Research is showing with exposure to red light. So red light, especially in the morning times, can be a great way to reverse damage from stress from screen time. And so that's one of the things we employ. We have an eye mask that has that red light, and we give that to the eyes, or the closed eyes. And it's, your eyes actually need the most light energy of any organ in your body. This is where you have the most receptors to light energy, is in the retinal tissue of the eye. So we know that the light needs this energy, and yet this is an area where most of us are blocking it. We're putting on sunglasses. We're stressing it by staring at screens. So we want to reverse some of that. We want to give yourself some healthy time in the sun, and then we also want to use some red light to reverse some of that. We also recognize that light through the eyes impacts, as I mentioned, those important glands, so that your whole endocrine system, this is your hormone system. This is the signaling system for all of your body. So we talk about that in the class. This is why we want to make sure we have this third eye here, right? The indigo third eye. This is your pineal gland that is the master gland for light reception and consciousness. This is why you can feel close to a divine power, why you can have a sense of intuition, why you can feel, that connection and that purpose. So we want to open that up. And that's one of the reasons why we use a blue-red. So there's red there to protect the eyes. There's blue there to engage the pineal. There's a reason why the ancients recognized the indigo and the blue connection here of this space. So when you place light over the closed eyes in this space, you're opening up that pineal gland, helping you to feel much more conscious and intuitive and connected. And I know Tammy had a great story. One of these times she talked about how she just got all these great business ideas and life ideas from her first session of using the lights at a conference. Just kind of resting back and being like, wow, that was just amazing how inspired all this kind of download she got. So that's one of the cool things. You can kind of see how this creates kind of a purple light. And that's really that light of divine connection that we have in our crown and in our third eye. So this is a lovely energy to give, but it's also a great way to help balance hormonal components. So we think of, again, all the action that's going on for happy hormones and healthy hormones in the brain, but also hormonal energy in the thyroid and the adrenals and the gut. So this is a lovely way that we do that at the conference. Also, it's very relaxing to the nervous system. It seems like, why would you put bright light here? But I'm going to tell you, when you close your eyes and receive this light, it just makes you feel so lovely, safe, connected. It's like a massage and a meditation and a nap and a reminder of who we are. We teach that in our classes. We are light beings. So it's really this connection to how we can tap into our essence. So that's why we focus on the eye mask and why you'll see people using that and see really great benefits from it. As we travel down the body and we start working with more of the physical skin, that's why we're going to place light on the adrenals and the gut. And I'm glad you're looking forward to this. It's awesome. So the adrenals and the gut are important. So one of the things I'm a big advocate for with light therapy is working to combine and connect and encourage the systems of the body. So the nervous system needs to be in a relaxed state, but it also needs to be connected to the digestive system, to the endocrine system, to your skeletal and muscular system. So when we work with say red light therapy, we love that because we actually have FDA clearances for pain relief and circulation enhancement with our red and infrared pads. This is a deep penetrating light that can really help with collagen and skin, and also can help energize an area. So for a lot of people, they'll like putting this on the gut that maybe is a little bit sluggish. They might want to have healthier digestive flow because the connection between your brain and your gut this is where you make some of those happy hormones is in the gut, and we need to connect that to the light in the eyes. So this is why, the chakras connect from the third eye to the solar plexus and back up. So we encourage that with a pad of light there. Someone else might also put a pad of light on their heart or chest, and we talk about that too. Oh, I love that you're using it. The feet are a great place too. The adrenals. Okay, so one of my favorite colors to put on the adrenals is blue. Blue light can help calm an overexerted system. We are so used to squeezing and pressing those adrenals that we often stress them out. And most of us are kind of walking around with adrenals that are just barely hanging in there. They've just been pressed so many times and squeezed so many times with caffeine, with sugar, with high stress lifestyles, with medication. And so we ask and we give so much, we ask so much of the adrenals. So we give them this blue and infrared light in the pad at these pulsation frequencies, and the adrenals just go, oh, thank you. They just relax. And this is a super important way of helping the adrenals to balance and refunction, and then they can give the appropriate response. They don't have to be stuck in cortisol mode, right? They can be refreshed. So if I can do the gut, the adrenals, and the eyes, the body just does some amazing things from that space. And then we also have usually an extra pad. And one of the things we've learned over the years is how valuable green light is. Green light has recently come into a lot of cool research around pain, chronic pain reduction. Turns out the green light changes our pain signaling. So they're seeing really great results with headaches, with migraines and tension headaches, reducing the frequency and the severity of those using green light exposure. And we have found that it's a wonderful place. Where it's green in the chakras, it's the heart and the lungs, and also the gallbladder and the liver. So a lot of times people will take our green pad and they'll place it. We'll say, well, we have usually a smaller one about the size. And we'll say, where's a place of pain that you would like to release, or an area of your body that you need to give a little bit more love to? Because green is heart, receiving and giving heart love. So a lot of times people will say, well, the back of my neck right here, this is where I want to send some green light. And so we'll let them place it there. Or they might say, right on my heart. I want that green energy right on my heart so I can open that up. Some people will say a knee. Some people will say a shoulder. The pads are super great and flexible and comfortable, so they're easy to place on areas of pain. And you can place them, close to the skin. Or I recommend when you come to the conference, one of the things I would recommend is wearing kind of like a white T-shirt that day, or a light colored T-shirt, because then it'll go right through that clothing. So kind of try to have more loose waistband, like elastic waistband, so you can kind of tuck a pad down into the gut, and along the adrenals. The adrenals sit on top of the kidneys, so they're right in the lumbar spine on your back. You can also, like I said, have some light colored clothing that works really great, so you can receive that light right in, and you can do it right over your clothes. If you want to, we clean the pads after every session, so you can also just kind of tuck it under a shirt. So the more comfortably dressed you can wear, clothing you can wear that day, the more you're going to enjoy the session. All right, so then I want to talk about, those are the main things when you experience the light there, but I also want to talk about some of those benefits as they transfer over. So I know for me, I just love the pain relief and the circulation enhancement. So for like my dad, all those years ago, he was able to heal up that foot, and actually, he was 75 at the time that he first tried the lights, and he was downhill skiing, a couple months later, from this blood clot wound, big, huge foot, to like putting it in a ski boot. So I was like, this is really miraculous what the body can do when it's given the right environment. And the body does need light. It needs light in ample amounts in order to have its healing capacity optimized. So we know we can decrease pain. We know we can increase circulation, and we know that we can increase and balance all the factors that go into cell regeneration. So that means healthier cells throughout the body that are able to function and work properly. Pardon me, is my and so this is really important in anti-aging, in healing up wounds and injuries. I was just, gardening the other day and just pulling out all this grass, and it kind of made my, arm a little sore. And I just took that, sore arm and put it right on had green on the bottom and red on the top. And I was just amazed that the next day I was totally fine. I was able to ride my mountain bike, was able to pull some more weeds the next day. And I mean, it was really had been quite painful the night before. So this is, for me and my whole family, an amazing first aid toolkit. You know, my ballerina uses this on her feet and her hips and her spine to stay nice and recovered after like really long rehearsals. My mountain biking son uses it to keep his quads powered up. They use it as a performance enhancing tool to use light right on the body. It charges up the muscle and helps you from having muscle breakdown. So I use it to keep my endurance, my strength, and longevity up. It's great even for bone density and bone health. It's great for hormonal balancing. And this is a key thing for women in menopause, for young ladies who are going through menstrual cycles, and doing this all in a healthy way. Great for the skin, for collagen, for acne. We have FDA clearances for both fine lines and wrinkles and acne. Blue is a friend in that category because blue helps to kill the bacteria that causes some of those acne, and then red helps to heal up the skin and help it to rejuvenate and have nice, even skin balance. And I love not having to wear any foundation, even though I'm in my mid 50s, and just be able to not have to use, extra modalities in order to look healthy. Like light itself will do some amazing things in terms of cell regeneration. Getting rid of fine little, skin spots. Green light is really good at helping getting rid of freckling and redness. So this is one of my favorite things to do. Putting it under my jaw, we have some other pads that we utilize that can go right on the face, for facial rejuvenation. And so these are some of our favorite tools, and you'll get to try all those. We have a helmet that is great for helping with brain regeneration. I know Tammy has that helmet as well. So those are some of the great tools we have. And I just want to encourage people to notice all that. And then how people utilize our lights. Well, we do we do offer session things that people can buy right there. You can take them home and have them. So at the conference, we usually I recommend you go on our website. So that's LumiCeuticals.com. And we have some specials that we'll have at the conference. I mentioned the $50 off with the code we have here. Our website is a great place to learn more, but also we have trials, 2 weeks of trying these lights at home. You would have 3 or more pads where you get to really experience the value of experiencing daily light sessions. It truly is life-changing. And I'm so thankful that my parents, who are in their 80s, have these lights to use every day. My father uses them for stroke recovery, for helping with keeping his brain functioning well. My mother uses it for immune support, for sleep support. It's helped her build better bones. It's helped her recover. And for them to live at home alone and to have light that they can be putting on themselves every day, it's truly a gift. I can't ever repay what a great gift that's been for our family. For my active teens, for my own sanity. My kids have been using these lights since they were 3 years old. And my daughter will say things like, why don't my friends on all these medications? I don't understand why they need them. And I'm like, well, they don't have all the tools that we've learned from these conferences, all of the cool modalities that we blend with the lights, with oils, with great supplements, with great energy work, with Reiki. But the lights themselves have been the key thing that we use and love. So I could go on all day about those things. I want to encourage people to come to the conference to learn about it. But if you can't come to the conference, then contact us, get onto Power of Light VIP, or contact us through LumiCeuticals. There's a way to get on our newsletter. And there's also a way to contact us with questions. And I would encourage you to contact us about our 2-week trial and about owning these lights, because having them every day for less than the price of a kombucha is truly such an amazing thing. And I would encourage everyone to use light therapy in some way, shape, or form on a daily basis to optimize their vitality. All right, Tammy. Where are you?
Well, I was just going to also add that if the people who are listening to this right now are considering trying it out, one thing that I was really happy to learn was that you guys apply the rental cost to the purchase. So if they do it for 2 weeks and they love it, that I thought that was really cool. And then one other thing that I thought that I would want to know anyway, if I was just barely learning about this, is that of course, if you're a health entrepreneur that's using them for your clients, it's a fantastic way to be able to use it as a tax write-off. And I love that people can do that, I also love that you have made it so easy to be able to get it because you work with people who also set up payment plans for them. So there's lots of different options. And I just love that you do that. Wanted to remind people one more time that you have that Facebook group that people can go, and it's a free group to join. And it's one of those things that it's beautiful education. If they're a geek on science like I am, they're going to love that group because they can just join in, they can sign up for it, and it's free. And then it's just ongoing education and support, whether you get the lights or not. If you're just kind of wanting to learn more about it, it's a great place to go. So I saw my mom had just joined that, so I approved her into that group for you.
Good. I love it. I love it. I know. I'm so thankful that my parents have the lights, and it was, of course, my mother's idea at the age of 70 to start this company of telling people about it, because we saw such great results with my dad, and it's always wanting to make sure that everyone knows that for less than $1 a day, you could be doing something every day for yourself that is so powerful, so important. You don't have to travel anywhere to do it. But we do also have great practitioners like Tammy, where we also give referrals for sessions. So if you can't come and you want to say, well, I live so and so, do you have anyone who has the lights there that I could do a session? Because sessions themselves can be really powerful. I've had people tell me, I did one session at a retreat that Tammy did, and it took my hip pain away, and I've never had it come back. And I'm like, I am amazed. That's even a great story. So sometimes people don't need the daily experience, to see things. Even that one time that they do the lights at our conference, or one time that you do the lights with a practitioner, could be so impactful for someone. So it doesn't have to be that, someone is our light owner, but I have to say that is my favorite thing. When I know somebody has access to these every day, it just makes my heart happy, because I know there's so many blessings that are going to happen in their life.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, I love that it's so simple that my kids can do it. So my son, who's 14, is getting a coffee. He's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you know what to do. It's so easy. You just put it on you and turn it on. It's that simple. It's really not rocket science. So I love that it's simple too. So.
Yeah, it is. My old ballerina she's always giving herself light sessions. I go down there, and every night she's got herself all zenned out, and she's got a meditation going, and she's and she's in her space, and everyone's like, I love your daughter. How come she's always so positive and so composed? And I'm like, I think it's been doing these light sessions every day for her whole life. She just knows that that's what she's supposed to do.
It's awesome. I love it. Well, if you're watching right now and you do not yet have tickets to the Energy Healing Conference, and you want to come on down, you want to try the lights out yourself, be sure to message me. This is my private email right here. I've got a few tickets I can do today. Just go ahead and send me a message. If you're curious about what other kind of things are going to be happening at the conference, you can also go to this exact link on our website, Annual Speaker 24, at the end, and it will take you right to literally dozens and dozens of classes and activities. Marta is also teaching classes both Friday and Saturday as well. So it's a great event. We have people traveling in from multiple countries as well as dozens of states. So it's a fantastic event happening all on June 28th and 29th in Sandy, Utah. All right. Thanks to you guys for joining us today. Feel free to share this video, and we'll see you next time.